Chapter 11. Going for the Doctor. One night, a few days after James left, I was awakened by the stable bell ringing. Suddenly, John came in, calling out to me. "Wake up, Beauty," he said. "You must run better now than you have ever have." In no time, he had the bridle over my head and a saddle on my back. He then grabbed his coat and took me to the quick trot to the master's house. The squire stood there with a lamp in his hand. "Now, John," he said, "ride for your life, that is, for the mistress's life. Give this note to Dr. White, then give Beauty a rest at the inn before returning." "I will, sir," replied John. He jumped on my back and we rode fast. We rode past the gardener who stood at the open gate. Then, leaving the park with great speed, we went through the village to the toll gate. Soon we were on level road, and I galloped as fast as I could lay my feet to the ground. After 8 miles of hard running, we came to the town. As we drew up Dr. White's place, John jumped off and began banging on the door. The doctor threw up his window and looked out. "What do you want?" he cried. "Mr. Gordon is very ill," replied John. "Master wants to know that you go at once. He thinks you will die if you cannot get there. Here's his note." The doctor came down and took the note. "This is terrible. On top of it, I've had my horse out all day, and he's tired. My son has been called out too tonight, and he has the other horse. Can I ride your horse?" "He has galloped all the way here, but I think it will be all right," answered John. "Please do take care of him." "I will," promised the doctor. When Dr. White was ready, he came out of the house carrying a riding whip. "Sir, you won't be needing that," John said. "Black Beauty will go until he drops." The doctor climbed on, and we set off in a hurry. He was heavier than John and not as good a rider, but we made it to the park in good time. When we arrived at the door, Dr. White headed into the house, and I was then led to the stable. I was glad to get home. My legs were shaking, and my beautiful coat was wet all over. Joe rubbed my legs and my chest, and he thought I was too hot to be covered with my thick, warm blanket. He gave me a cold pail of water, which I drank quickly, and some corn and hay. After all this, he thought he had done what he should, and left the stable. Soon I began to shake and tremble. My legs and body ached. I would have loved my blanket. I longed for John to come home and take care of me, but I knew he had 8 miles to walk. It would be a while, so I lay down in the straw. When John finally arrived, I was moaning and in great pain. He stooped down and covered me with many blankets. He then gave me some hot porridge, which I drank with great pleasure, but he seemed very upset. "Stupid boy," John said aloud. "Not only did he not cover you up, he probably gave you cold water as well." John nursed me night and day. My master, too, came out to see me. I heard John tell him he had never seen a horse run so fast. It was as if he said, I knew what the matter was. Of course, I had known. "My poor Beauty," said my master, "you saved your mistress's life.